Shares $735 million.
The GOP donor Bob Hegman telling me moments ago why he has buyer's remorse. He's suing Republicans for not passing health care reform like they promised to do. And Brexit leader Nigel Farange says it's not only Obamacare. The political class is blocking other changes President Trump was elected to do, and he's here today. Good to see you.
Thank you.
So if they're blocking them, you see that frustration that Bob had. I've certainly been frustrated. I think you're watching from overseas frustrated.
Oh, yeah.
What's going to happen to this political elite, this ruling class that's in the way of what the people want?
Well, in the end, they're going to get deselected as candidates. They're going to be removed because, if the Republican Party base can see that actually in Donald Trump, they've got a man that won an election, that made a series of promises, and if you've got senators and congressmen that are holding that up, there comes a point where there has to be a rebellion that goes on within the party to get rid of these people. This is about trust. It's fundamental. People voted in 2016 for change. They deserve to get it.
And is that what we're seeing right now? I mean, Bob, they're suing the GOP, and he said he's getting thousands of comments.
Yeah, I mean,
people are weighing in, and he's
what his chances of winning legally are, I can't really comment. But
but in terms of what he's tapping into.
But I think he represents the views of millions of people. There is a deep, deep frustration, and it must be very tough for the president.
Isn't that, in fact, why the president was elected, though? Because people wanted to disrupt him.
Do you know, the whole 2016 phenomenon of Brexit and Trump was about people saying, we want a complete change of direction. We want things done differently. And, we're being frustrated back in the UK on Brexit. It's being delayed and, we'll get it in the end, but it's being watered down. It's the same phenomenon all over. And, the really sickening thing is there are career professional politicians, part of the swamp, I guess, if you want to put it that way, who get elected sounding conservative, and when they're in office, in between, don't behave like conservatives.
Is it fear? Are they afraid to do something big, to do something bold? Is it because they're concerned about lobbyists? I mean,
no, they're concerned about their careers. They want to play everything safe. They also like to be popular. They like newspapers to say nice things about them. They want to be non-controversial. They want to go with the flow. It is the poison of career politics, and what politics needs is people with conviction and principles.
Well, that's certainly what Donald Trump put forward when he was on the campaign stump, and that's what Americans responded to. But when you look at that field and what it was, I mean, no one understood him. None of his rivals understood how he was campaigning or how he could continue to be successful. So why should we expect that any Republicans currently in office right now that are part of that so-called DC establishment would understand him either?
Well, they probably don't, and they have trouble with the fact that he puts things on Twitter starting early in the morning, and he's unconventional in every way. But what they need to understand is there is a bond of trust between this president and millions of people who voted Republican who don't normally do so. If you don't deliver for them, they're never going to vote for you again.
It's so good to see you. Thank you so much, Nigel Farange.